Hi, I'm Eduardo, and today I'm going to show you how I use Socra AI. So let's go. So right here, this is my personal space where Socra and I were talking about making videos like this, where I show how I use the platform. So let's get this started. I'm going to do some real work right now. So I'm going to switch to my company space. This is where everything that we do lives, all the features that we build, our bugs, our ideas, thoughts, everything lives in here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll create a new journey so we can start this process from scratch and you can understand how the platform works. So I'm going to create a journey called marketing so we can work on refining our message and improving our marketing. This context that I add right here is going to be used for all items created inside of this journey, which means that the AI is going to have persistent memory of everything that I add here. So I'm going to add that the goal is refine and clarify the message and what we do. And I'm going to add some background information right here as well about our customer archetype. And I'm going to create this journey. Now that we have our journey created, I can go ahead and start adding socras here. So a socra is like an atomic unit of work. It's like one small step that you have to take to achieve your goal. So right now, one of the things that we are struggling with is that people don't understand what we do. And I need to have a very clear, let's say, tagline, something very short that I can just say in 5 words and people would automatically understand what it is that socra is for. So I'm going to write down I'll just call it tagline. Keep it simple. So we need to have a clear 5-word max tagline that would allow users to automatically understand what we do. Or I would not say users, but anyone who has never heard of us before. And I'm going to assign this to Socra AI and priority medium. And I will say that the idea is to test 4 or 5 taglines and choose the best one. So let's brainstorm options together. So this is how the brainstorming and everything here works with Socra. As you see, I have the documentation above where I can edit this document and we can work together. I can ask Socra to edit the document for me and the work lives in here. And right below here in activity, we are going back and forth. If we want something more focused, we can just chat here and Socra knows exactly what we are doing right now. This is part of the magic of Socra, is that like it has this context, it's context aware, so I don't have to keep repeating what I'm doing. So like if I just, any chat that I start in here, it would know exactly what we are doing. As you see, we are brainstorming taglines. And then it proposed some taglines here, which is the ones that it proposed here at the top. So I'm just going to continue working here. So let me make this thing go away. I'm just gonna refresh real quick. Okay, so that's out of the way. So turn challenges into unstoppable execution. I really love this one. This really speaks to what we do. As you see, I just started with a problem, right? And now we are executing and brainstorming together until this is done so we can make progress towards what we want to achieve. And I can work here with AI as well. So like I can tag my co-founder, Mike. He's part of this team, so by default he had access to it. I can remove his access if I don't want him to work on this. You have privacy, you have granular privacy controls over everything that you do. And so I can just talk to Mike and we can choose this together. So I can say, Mike, help me brainstorm some cool ones. I really like the first one Socra suggested. I love turn challenge into stoppable execution. That summarizes it very well, in my opinion. But it doesn't sound like something that's very memorable, though. It's not, except that it's not very sticky or memorable. I also like one that Socra doesn't have here, think like a superhuman, or our OG crush your goals with AI. So I'm tagging Mike right here. He's gonna get a notification and we can work together. He's probably busy right now coding, so Mike, can you reply to me? I just sent something to you. I tagged you. Just so you can see us working in real time, because this is another magic of Socra, is that teams can work together. So right here, as you see, we keep refining what we are working on. So let's choose the top 4. My idea for those is that I'm going to probably send 1,000 emails to our existing users with each of those 4. So you see there, Mike just replied, "Take your mountain of problems." Yeah, I like take your mountain of problems. Okay, so I think that maybe turn your mountain of over problems into dust. Turn mountains into dust. But that is not very descriptive, turn mountains into dust. But it's okay. So let's get this 4, right? These 3 right here that that Mike suggested, and let's add another one that Socra suggested. So now we have 4 of them. So in my opinion, the only way of truly knowing something is testing. You need to test, you need to experiment. Like a lot of times we get surprised that we think that something that would be more successful, actually it is not, or something that we didn't even think much about and ends up being our most used, most successful feature. So you just need to throw ideas and test them. And that's one of the main powers of AI, is that it helps you brainstorm ideas like this very fast. As you see, we probably did this in less than 5 minutes. So you can iterate very fast, and you can test them and pick the winners and keep iterating. That's how you improve. So let's choose this 4. And then I'm going to ask Socra now. Socra, please update the document with these 4. And let's just do that for now. Okay? As you see, Socra is writing the document for me, so I don't have to do any work. So I can do things faster too. It can update, it can write. And then you can see there it decided to make another update, and then you can read the things that it decided to do, the actions that it decided to take. It also reacted to my message with an emoji. You can see the brain thinking. So Socra is an AI agent. Kind of sounds weird, but yes, Socra is an AI agent. So now that we have our 4 taglines, this Socra here is complete. Like, that was the goal, was to have these 4 taglines with max 5 words, and we got it done. And now I'm going to mark this done, and I'm going to the next Socra. So basically, that's how you become very successful in Socra. You should be completing like 10 Socras per day. Imagine that you can do 10 things like this per day. And that can be in any area of anything you do, whether that is code or that is marketing or whatever it is, research. The idea is that you are breaking down the work into small steps. The AI is understanding the bigger picture, the bigger vision of what you're trying to do, and you are making progress that way. Now that we have defined our taglines, let's test them. So I will just call this test taglines. We've defined 4 taglines for our message. Now the idea is to test them and to know which one resonates better with our users. We will create an email template that will be used for all 4 taglines, with the only difference in the tagline itself. Because if you want to test something, you cannot have other factors that might impact it, right? So you want to test for the tagline, try to keep everything the same and only change the tagline. And we will send 1,000 emails with each tagline for our users and track open rates, click rates, sign up rates, and something else if he thinks about it. And anything else you find important. So let's start brainstorming. I'm going to assign this to Socra AI, and I'd say let's keep the email template brief, but add all important info. And then I will go next. And now we will start working on this. So Socra is thinking and it replied. So it replied by writing the email for me. So as you see, it put the subject, the tagline, which is very important if we are tracking open rates, right? So that is one of the things that we will be able to analyze. So building the next breakthrough isn't just about ideas, it's about solving thousands of complex problems systematically. Socra is your command center for turning overwhelming challenges into methodical conquest. Think AI-powered problem solving on steroids. Okay, so the PS. Okay, so I think it's all good. It has the button, it has the tagline. What about the preview text? We need to have, they need to be very similar except for the tagline. So it's updating the content for me. And then as you see, it added more, it definitely fixed my grammar issues and all of that. That's why when I write this, I don't even worry. I can just work fast because Socra will fix these things for me. So right here, it gave some preview texts. I think these are very good. And now I have the email body that I'm going to send, and I have the preview text and the I guess the tagline, what I need to make this experiment. So now you can see how I was able to do this very, very fast. So in 2 minutes, we created this email. So now that this is done, I'm just going to actually mark in work, because I will mark it down only when we send the emails. So I asked Socra what were the next steps that we need to get this working, what we have to do next. And then Socra replied of things that we have to do to set up proper tracking infrastructure and so on. And then I just pinged Mike to ask if this is ready to go. And he said the backend API is functional for emails, opens and clicks, and then he's working on the template rendering right now. And basically that's how we work with each other. Whenever we need each other, we ping each other. Most of what I do needs his work, and a lot of what he does needs my work. And then Socra is very good to asynchronously work together. We don't need to have a meeting for this, for example, because he can see the history of everything that I did. He can go and read and see what this Socra is about. He can read what this journey is about. So basically this makes it very, very easy to work together and collaborate. And then I will just let Mike know, let me know when it's ready to go, so we can start the experiment. This is how we work very fast on Socra. This example was a very quick example for marketing. It maintains hierarchical context of what you're doing. So for example, right here in marketing, I could create a new journey that I can call, so like email tracking. And it can have its own context, right? But once I create this journey is going to have context of the one above it. So whenever I talk to Socra right here, what is this about? It knows what I'm talking about. And I can even ask things about like, what's our customer archetype? So like the context that I added above comes to the journeys that are below. So now it knows exactly what our customer archetype is, because that's inside of this journey. So if I create another journey inside of this one again, whatever context I put here, it would still have the parent context. So that's pretty much it. I'll keep this video short, otherwise I could just be talking here forever and this would be very long and nobody's gonna watch it. So see you next time.